Good morning, TGIF Ninja Nation. This is Melanie Hind, aka Princess Ninja, aka the Keto Critic, and I'm just bringing you a quick blood glucose fasted workout versus fasted workout. So anyway, you guys know that I am a recovering type 2 diabetic, that I'm extremely insulin resistant. I have PCOS, metabolic syndrome, and I'm approaching 50, but I am fully in menopause. So if you could mix a cocktail of, oh my God, you are never going to lose a pound in your life, that would be the cocktail that my body has decided to drink. But that's okay, because I have found keto and intermittent fasting, and I am slowly but surely repairing all of this, shedding some weight, reversing the aging process, and fixing my insulin resistance. So the problem came about 3 weeks ago when my cardiologist gave me permission to start working out. Now, since I've been on keto, I've been on light duty, like watching my heart rate, not allowing my heart rate. So cardio has been almost impossible for me to do. So once he gave me the go-ahead, I started doing cardio workouts. But what I was noticing is that normally I do 18 hours in a minute fasting. Normally I'm not hungry till around 11 o'clock in the morning. Usually I don't eat till 11:30 or 12 noon. So by that time I'm 18, 19 hours fasted. But since I've been doing cardio, what I've noticed is by 9:30 I'm starving. I've also noted that my blood sugar has spiked. So I did a little research into a phenomenon called gluconeogenesis. And what that is the body's beautiful ability. I'm not hating on my body. God did a great job at making our bodies so we didn't starve to death, right? And anytime you're running any kind of calorie deficit, anytime that you are burning more calories than you are consuming, you are in some stage of a starvation mode, right? Our bodies weren't made to lose weight. They were made to store weight. Why? Because back hundreds of years ago, before convenience stores and before microwave dinners and before fast food restaurants, people had to go out and not only kill their own food, but then they had to prepare it. And actually, if you look at families pre-1950s, most families only ate 3 meals a day. There was no snacks after school. You ate breakfast, lunch, dinner, period. And so what's happened is we've got all these convenience foods. We're eating 6 to 8 times a day when you factor in snacks. Obesity is on the rise. Diabetes has become a pandemic. And so why not go back to how it was before these became an issue? It's that simple. If you're doing something and it's not working, but you were doing something 3 weeks ago that was working, go back to doing what you were doing 3 weeks ago. Don't keep doing what you're doing now and then just being pissed off that it's not working, right? So keto's a little different than that. However, intermittent fasting is based on those theories that we're eating too much. We're spiking our insulin too much. We are spiking our glucose too much. They're finding out that type 2 diabetes is responsible for all kinds of diseases. They are calling dementia, type 3 diabetes. They're finding all of this. And all the wonderful research they're doing on intermittent fasting, these are facts. These are not propaganda. This is not somebody making this up to save a tree or save a bird or save a planet. This is actual biochemistry fact that intermittent fasting and long-term fasting has super crazy biological reset ability, like promoting HCG, human growth hormone, multiplying the amount of stem cells your body's producing. They've done studies showing that the amount of plaque, that's the damaged dead cells in the brain that they see in patients with dementia, that they start fasting, long-term and short-term fasting, they're finding the plaque is gone. The plaque is gone. Coinkadink? I think not. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Back to my experiment. I'm sorry, I get very passionate about intermittent fasting because I love the way I feel. So, doctor gives me the okay to start cardio. So I went from just casually walking like I am now, maybe not rocking back and forth, but casually walking, you get what I'm talking about. Okay, so it went from casually walking, strolling along, getting steps in, to me really pumping it, getting that heart rate up to 120, 140, and maintaining that for 20 to 30 minutes 3 times. That's hashtag MWF. If you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, I have a page, Princess Ninja Weight Loss and Motivation. I post a lot of my daily stats, accountability posts, face-to-face Fridays, bunch of fun stuff like that. You can go to my About Me section on YouTube, and you can go right to my Facebook page. So we'll be glad to have you, Ninja. So anyway, you're going to find out that I lose track so easily, but I'm going to focus. Okay, so first morning workout, fasted 12-14 hours, somewhere between the 12 and 14 hour mark. I had been fasted. I did my 20-minute workout, and then I was starving at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, this never happens to me. I mean, there are days, honestly, on the weekends when I'm busy cleaning and cooking and prepping meals and doing laundry, ironing uniforms, that I completely lose track of time. I'm like, oh crap, it's 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. So for me to be hungry, I mean like stomach growling, stomach actually hurting, physically feeling pain, feeling weak, fatigue. I'm starving by 9 o'clock. I'm like, wait a minute, maybe this is a freak thing. Maybe I ate something that spiked insulin, so I went on to the next workout. A couple days later, same thing happened, and I'm like, crap, maybe I need to up my calories. So I really started, I said, well, before I up my calories, let me see what's going on with my body. So I started testing my blood glucose like I did before when I was a diabetic. I was testing it first thing in the morning, after my coffee, an hour after my coffee, after my workout, just before lunch, 2 hours after lunch, just before dinner, 2 hours after dinner. I started testing my blood glucose. And what I found was that the only spike that I was seeing was right after my workout, right after. And then my blood sugar would stay high till around 11, 12-ish. Then I would eat lunch, my normal lunch, which is breakfast too, because I only eat 2 meals a day. I would eat, and then my blood sugar would come down. And I'm like, what is happening here? So I started experimenting with the help of some of your very helpful comments the other day when I posted that video that says, help, right? Thank you so much for that. I decided on Wednesday of this week to see if the same thing happens if I work out after dinner. So I ate dinner, moderate protein, high fat, very low carb. I ate dinner. I waited 90 minutes after I finished eating, and then I got on the elliptical for a solid 25 minutes. I did a hard workout. I hit my peak heart rate at 70 at least 3 times during this workout. My average heart rate was 161, so I was busting. I was working hard. I got off. So I tested my blood sugar before I got on. It was 97. I tested my blood sugar when I got off I'm talking right after I got off the elliptical, and it was 79. So the same thing didn't happen to me when I ate versus fasted in the morning. So this morning I decided, okay, I'm going to make a bulletproof coffee because I miss bulletproof coffee. I gotta be honest. That is the only negative thing for me about intermittent fasting is I was into my bulletproof coffees. I mean, I was loving coffee. And when I started intermittent fasting, I couldn't give up coffee. I didn't want to give. I can't say couldn't. I could do anything I want to because I'm a ninja. I didn't want to give up coffee. I love coffee. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the aroma when it's brewing. It is an all-encompassing sensation for me. I am truly a coffee addict, and I'm not ready to give it up. But I went to black coffee. I love coffee that much that I said, you know what? I don't need all that fluff in my coffee. I'm going to intermittent fast. So this morning I added calories to my coffee. 1 teaspoon of grass-fed butter, 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, 1 teaspoon of MCT oil, which I definitely feel a difference right now. My MCT oil gives me so much freaking energy. It's unreal. And then, let's see. And so I tested my blood sugar. First thing this morning, it was 97. Then I tested it again when I got to work, which was about 5 minutes after I finished my bulletproof coffee. And then I worked out for 28 minutes. I tested it again, and it went down to 94. So this pretty much concludes my experiment that definitely it's the fasted. I have eliminated the possibilities. It is the fasted workouts that are causing that spike. So now I have a decision to make. Do I continue intermittent fasting and save my cardio and weight training workouts for the evening before or after dinner? And maybe just casually walk in the mornings, not stressing my body out? Because when I just casually walk like I am right now doing a video, my blood sugar doesn't spike at all. My next step in this experiment today, right now, is am I hungry? Am I starving at 9:30 like I have been the last few workouts that I've done? I don't know. I also may do this for a couple weeks. Do the bulletproof coffee. Don't eat anything in the morning, but do the bulletproof coffee. Keep it about 200 calories. Do my hardcore cardio workouts. Do my walking. And see what the scale does. See what the inches do. See how I feel. It's about how I feel. This journey is just as much about how I feel and can I make this a lifestyle as it is about what the numbers on that scale mean. I'm trusting the process. But this is an experiment. What works for me may not work for you. And I'm not a freaking doctor. I'm a ninja. Anyway, I stole that off of Star Trek. Not as pretty of a sunrise today, but good morning. TGIF. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you like the content of my videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to be hashtag Ninja Nation. And please hit the notification bell if you want instant notifications when I upload a video. In the comments below today, I will post how I felt. If I was hungry at 9:30, if I wasn't hungry at 9:30, please let me know if these types of videos are helpful to you. If you're a type 2 diabetic, give me a shout out. Say, me too, me too, me too. All right. Well, I love you guys. Have a great day.